Damn, why am I doing fieldwork here? Hey Togawa, concentrate on what you're doing when you're working on the machine. You might get a big injury. Yeah. Huh, shut up. My name is Rikuto Owada. I'm an office worker at a factory that manufactures liquid crystal and special glass. And he, who makes petty complaints, is a mid-career hire who joined the company a few months ago. Apparently, he doesn't like working in the field. Although I'm his mentor, he seems completely unmotivated. Senpai, you're only 35, right? Are you planning to be a field worker like this for the rest of your life? What if that's the case? No, it's nothing. I just think I wouldn't like it if it were me. Apparently, he chose this job only because the pay was good. I guess he wasn't serious about the work itself. You'd better learn to do your job well before you make fun of the field worker. Heh, I can learn this kind of job in a jiffy. Hey, Togawa, if you underestimate this job, you really might get into trouble. Oh, Futomi-chan, you came to see me? As I was about to say it, Togawa ignored me and talked to the clerk who came.
Here are the documents you asked for. Oh, Rikuto.
Her name is Futomi Onaji. She's a clerk at this company and my girlfriend. Thanks for your hard work, Futomi. When you come into the field, make sure you wear a helmet. When I try to warn her, Togawa hacks her shoulder. Huh? What is this guy doing? Oh, Owada-san, we wanted to talk to you. Talk? We? Togawa smirks, and then Futomi quietly opens her mouth.
Rikuto, sorry. Break up with me?
Suddenly, the words of parting are spoken. I don't get this. What? Oh, well, we just happen to be so good together at night. Sorry. Futomi-chan said she doesn't like your bulky hands. Well, I guess it can't be helped. I see. I was apparently being cheated, and thus, our relationship came to an abrupt end. After work, I had come to an izakaya owned by a couple of my childhood friends. What? You're definitely better than him. Oh, hey, you're so loud. When I told them that I had been cheated on and dumped, the owner, Katsumi Todo, shouted. She didn't like your hands, huh? Huh! Anyone who laughs at a workman's hands doesn't know what they're talking about. Well, I honestly don't know if that's the only reason, but... I'm shocked. When I was a new employee, I got hurt at work through a series of carelessness. I got burned on the palm by a hot machine. The skin has managed to heal, but my right palm is still rough from the injury. Because of that bitter experience, I had become a bit of a nag at the careless Togawa. Futomi, didn't like being touched by my palm, huh? Look, my hands are covered with burns too! Burns are man's pride! But a lot of yours are self-inflicted cigarette burns to show your guts. Heh, those were youthful follies. It's a sign of perseverance. Anyway, I want to do a hip-hop dance inside an orange. What are you saying while eating turban shells? You're gonna end up here until Sunday evening, so don't!
Do you guys even know what you're talking about?
Hinako hears her stupid conversation and shuts us off. She's Katsumi's wife, also my childhood friend.
Rikuto, you're not a good drinker, so you should leave it at that, okay? Here, extra turban shell.
Thank you. Hey, Ka-chan, Hina-chan. I've been asked to go on an overseas business trip. Our company's focusing on global expansion. I've been asked to go overseas for many times now.
Oh, the ones you've always turned down, right? Did the offer come again? Where to this time?
Malaysia.
Go.
What?
Go!
Wait! What's with the extreme high-handedness?
Rise up, legendary hero! Save the princess, pull out the mustard, and go on your adventure!
This video is not a fantasy manga though. And at least let me pull out a master sword. I think that's what you meant. The usual conversation between my childhood friends slowly cheered me up. I got dumped and I need a change. I guess I'll go on the trip. They're my trusted senpai and childhood friend in Malaysia. Maybe the reason why Hinako is pushing me to go is because she's worried about my childhood friend there. Thank you both. I'll go on the trip. I've been staying in Japan thinking about Futomi, but that's no longer necessary. I've made up my mind to leave for overseas. And the day of my business trip is now tomorrow. I was making final checks at the worksite in Japan. I've handed over all my tasks to everyone. I'm sure it'll be fine without me. Although everyone was reluctant to mentor Togawa for me, I managed to find a replacement. I should talk to Togawa one last time. When I went to tell him about crisis management one more time, he came to me even though I didn't call him.
Oh, Wada-san, I guess this is a goodbye. I'm sorry, it's my fault.
It's not your fault or anything.
It's lame for you to run away overseas just because I stole Futomi-chan from you.
I don't care about her either. I wish you happiness. He seems to want to make fun of me to the end, but I'm not even angry with him. Then, Futomi comes to deliver the documents to me.
Here you go. You're really going to go abroad, huh? Wouldn't it be better for your own safety if you didn't? You don't even speak English, do you? Besides, what can you do over there?
She didn't even realize that I was turning down the overseas trips just to stay with her. I'll just do the best I can. Thanks for your concern. But I'm sorry, I've nothing more to talk to you about.
Wada-san, please don't go!
Futomi and Togawa disappears into the sky, and me too. Hey, you guys! That was too much momentum! You even blew away Owada-san! Please don't go! Owada-san! And that's how I was sent flying to Malaysia a day early. As I landed in Malaysia, I was bewildered by the new scenery, but I arrived at the destination. Oh, I got on the plane and went through the customs gate, okay? And someone spotted me and ran up to me.
Rikuto! You really came!
Her name's Ayuka Nagashima. She's my kohai and a childhood friend. Ayuka and Hinako are younger than me and Katsumi. Our houses are close to each other, and the four of us used to play together a lot. Ai-chan, it's been a long time. How have you been?
I'm fine now.
That sounds like you weren't fine until just now.
Because, you know, it's you, Rikuto. I have no choice but to be happy.
Well, I'm happy too. Cheerful and happy Ayuka. I'm sure she has many friends here too.
But was your girlfriend fine with this?
Oh, about that. I got dumped, so it's all good.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Hey, your Japanese is getting weaker. Thank you wasn't appropriate just now.
Me no Japanese.
It seems she's gotten too used to Malaysia. Oh, Wada, you've come a long way. How are you? Hirose-san, I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to working with you from today. He's my trusted senpai, Takao Hirose-san. I learned my job watching him. He taught me to learn by watching and thinking on my own, rather than having everything explained. When Hirose-san turned 50, he came to Malaysia to start up his business. It's been 10 years since he left Japan. He has a wife, but she's still in Japan to take care of her parents.
We're pretty understaffed due to the flood the other day. Rikuto, I'm counting on you.
Oh, don't worry. I'll do my best. Ayuka whispered to me when I said that.
To tell you the truth, Hirose-san was injured during the flood the other day. He doesn't show it, but he's pushing himself too much.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Hirose-san never shows his pain. It worries me, but I always thought that was cool. This time, there's a plan to construct a new melting furnace for glass production. Construction of the building, installation of related equipments, and adjustment of the temperature for the furnace. It involves a number of processes that require a lot of time and effort. A melting furnace melts sand, the raw material, and converts it into glass. It's a crucial part of our business, and I feel a lot of responsibility. Even so, I felt that every day I could work with Ayuka and Hirose-san was worthwhile. Cheers! Despite some unforeseen troubles, we started several melting furnaces over the past year. This sense of accomplishment made me glad that I do this job. And I was at a dinner party with Hirose-san and Ayuka to celebrate the accomplishment.
Well, it was a lot of work, but it was fun, wasn't it?
Your English skills helped me a lot.
A lot of English was really funny.
Bitty bitty hot! No touch me! I was trying to tell the local employees not to touch the hot machine, but that's how bad I was. Well, he probably meant, if you touch me, the hot guy, you'll get burned. Hirose-san, please stop.
Burn, huh? Sorry, Rikuto.
Ayuka suddenly lowers her voice and apologizes to me. It seems she still hadn't forgotten it. How long are you gonna keep worrying about it? I'm cured now, so forget it. Actually, I got this burn to protect Ayuka when she almost fell down, and she has always been bothered by it. I was there at the time too. The responsibility is mine. I'm sorry.
Hirose-san! Oh no, please don't say that. It was my carelessness.
Ensuring employee safety is one of the most important jobs of a supervisor. Wada, that burn is a proof that you protected someone. You should be proud of yourself. Thank you very much. Even if the woman I loved hated it, I'm proud of this hand of mine. And on the day I returned to Japan.
Take care of yourself, Rikuto. Give my regards to Katsumi and Hinako.
Yeah, you should come back to Japan once in a while. They both miss you.
Yeah, Rikuto. I was glad to see you. Even though we're apart, we're still colleagues and precious childhood friends, okay?
What's the matter with you? It's not like we're parting forever, right? We'll see each other again. Behind her cheerful smile, there seems to be some sort of shadow behind it, and I hold out my hand to Ayuka.
Thank you, Rikuto.
I realized I had held out my burnt hand, and I hurriedly switched hands, but Ayuka chased after the burnt hand and grabbed it. Thanks, Ayu-chan. For some reason, that's all it took to get tears in my eyes, and I headed for the boarding gate, trying not to be noticed. Unlike me, who was here on a business trip, Ayuka's here as an expatriate. I'm sure that Ayuka will continue to live here. Oh, I miss her. Oh, how selfish of me.
I'll miss him. Childhood friend, huh? I couldn't tell him again. Be well, Rikuto.
I had no way of knowing that Ayuka, who was always smiling, was crying as she saw off the plane I boarded. Back in Japan, the work site was hectic.
Hey! I see you're back, Owada-san. Have you aged a bit?
I see. He's still like this, huh? No wonder everyone's short-handed. Hey, concentrate on what you have to do. If you get hurt, you'll put yourself in trouble.
Ah, you're so annoying. It's terrible to have such a nagging boss again.
This guy, he really hasn't grown at all.
Rikuto!
Who are you?
You forgot! I'm Futomi.
A strange woman ran up to me. It turns out she was that Futomi. She seems to have changed a lot.
Rikuto, please, get back together with me.
What are you talking about? Aren't you dating Togawa?
Heh, please stop it, Owada-san. This huge woman? Impossible. When we first started going out, she had a nice body and was comfortable to hold, but now she's like this.
Apparently, after we broke up, Futomi's body changed and she was dumped by Togawa. Togawa, you really are the worst. I was thinking back to when we started going out. Futomi, you were worried about your body shape, so you worked hard with me to lose weight, right? You changed your diet and exercised. I thought you were cute and adorable as you worked hard like that. But once you lost weight and became pretty, and other guys started to fall for you. Thinking back, you stopped looking at me from then, didn't you? I liked you when you were trying so hard. It wasn't about how you looked. I tell her that much and turn to my coworkers who were short-handed. This conversation is over. We are at work.
Rikuto, wait! I'll apologize.
You didn't like my burnt hand, right? So just forget about me. Goodbye. When my colleagues found out I was back, they welcomed me with tears of joy. Guys, if there's anything I can do, please pass it on. Let's share the workload and calm your minds. At my worst, the employees regained their composure. I was renewing my resolve to work hard with my colleagues again. But...
You are so persistent and disgusting!
Yeah!
Oh, watch out!
Despite my persistent warnings, the sound of Togawa's death cry echoed. By the time I rushed to the scene, Togawa was bleeding and his hand was partially severed by a machine. It seems that he was caught in the machine when he pushed Futomi away. He caused great inconvenience to the company, and he eventually disappeared. He has learned the hard way that one must be extremely careful around machines. Meanwhile, Futomi, who was no longer taken seriously by either me or Togawa, had been eating and drinking heavily again since then. Finally, she fell ill and quit her job. She's now in a hospital somewhere. Thus, Futomi and Togawa, who had wreaked havoc, quietly disappeared from my life. At the same time, great happiness was about to come into my life. A year had passed since I returned to Japan, just when my regular routine was returning.
Rikuto!
After work, I was heading to Toto's pub for a drink again, and I was stopped by a familiar voice. Ayu-chan? Why are you here?
I forgot to tell you something at the airport that day. No, not just that day. Something I couldn't tell you for a long time.
Something you couldn't say?
I love you, Rikuto.
What?
What's so surprising? I have been watching you since we were kids. I've been chasing after you, even got a job at the same company. But then, you got a girlfriend. I cried over and over again, thinking that it was my fault for not telling you sooner. I even scarred you for life. And I chose to work in Malaysia to get away from it all. But there was not a single day that I forgot about you. I've always loved you, and only you until today. When you went back to Japan, Hirose-san told me.
I have lived my life for work, so this is not for me to say. But you should live by the side of your loved one. You don't have to worry about the work here. I will always prepare a way for you to return to Japan. Nagashima, remember, the time that has passed will not come back to you, no matter how much you cry.
He said that and encouraged me to come back. That's why for the past year I've been preparing to come back to Japan by having everyone take over my job.
Thank you, Ayu-chan. I also realized my true feelings too when I had to leave you last year. I want to live with you, Ayu-chan. I want you to smile by my side. If you're okay with me, let's go out.
I'm so happy. Thank you, Rikuto.
The day Ayuka left Malaysia, Hirose-san was at the airport to see off the plane. Do your best, Nagashima. The figure of my beloved boss, who noticed Ayuka's feelings and pushed her back, comes to my mind. Be happy, Rikuto. I thought I could hear Hirose-san's voice, and my heart was warming up. A few days later, Ayuka and I were going to report about us to our dear childhood friends.
It's been a while since I last saw them. I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah, you haven't seen them for a long time. They haven't changed at all, though.
I hope to have another drink with Hirose-san someday too.
Yeah, Hirose-san. I hope he's doing well. Upon entering the izakaya, Hinako welcomes Ayuka by jumping onto her.
Ayuka, welcome back. And congrats. Oh wow! Hinako, I haven't said anything yet. It's so obvious when I see you guys. That was a long, one-sided love, wasn't it?
That day, Hinako pushed me so hard to go to Malaysia. I guess that was because she knew Ayuka's feelings. Congratulations to both of you! Hirose-san? When I thought I heard a familiar voice, I found Hirose-san, and he was already super drunk. Apparently, he had reached the age of retirement and turned down the offer of rehiring, so he came back to Japan. Welcome back, Hirose-san. Yeah, we're gonna drink today, you guys. It's a party. Hirose-san is strict at work, but becomes very jovial after a few drinks. And he keeps rambling about how he wants to spend a happy retired life together with his family. His wife was sitting next to him with a gentle smile, and she already looked happier than ever.
Let us be happy too, Rikuto.
I'm gonna continue to live my life without forgetting to thank everyone.
I'm sorry now. I like him. So let's break up.
Sorry, it's like I'm taking her from you. That's just how it is.
I see. I'm now Psycho. I'm 28, and I work in HR at a company that does advertising, PR, marketing. Right now, my kohai from this department is snatching up my girlfriend from this department.
Psycho-san, I'm sorry. There's a call from the recruiting company.
Oh, got it. I'll take it. Anna Heya is 4 years behind me in the company. She entered HR as a new grad. At the time, there was a big fuss that there was a girl that was almost as cute as the company Madonna in sales. And Anna was known for... They're gonna come in 3 days, so let's have you accompany me as training.
Yes, sir. I'm very happy to be able to accompany you. I want to learn.
Oh, okay. I'm happy too. She was very friendly, scary good at sucking up to people, and knew how to act like a kohai. I'm sure the man can't leave her alone. We got closer and closer, and we started dating after Anna asked me out. What? You're going out with the Anna-chan? I've been declining, but she said she was having a hard time with her current boyfriend, and she doesn't mind if it's pretend, so I gave in. Oh, she used you as a reason to break up. Still, you look like a homewrecker, so the boyfriend must hate you. No, so I was there when they broke up, and he was happy for me, even though I did that. What does that mean? She was relying on you because she couldn't get rid of him, right? That's what I thought.
My name is Kai Kuzu. Today's my first day. I worked in sales at my previous job. This is my first time in HR, but I'm confident in my people skills. I hope we can work well together. After about 6 months had passed since I started dating Anna, Kai Kuzu entered the company. Kuzu was my kohai, but a year older than Anna. I'm Psycho, your mentor. If there's anything you don't know, please ask. Aw, a guy? I was hoping for a cute girl mentor to teach me the ropes. Someone like Heya-san.
Kuzu ignored my introduction and glanced over at Anna. It was obvious from the start that he had a thing for Anna. You can't, Kuzu-kun. Anna-chan's Psycho's girlfriend.
What? Psycho-sense? Huh. Makes me even more curious.
Hey, Psycho! Isn't that Kuzu and Anna-chan? They look like they're having a fun lunch together. My coworker's warning meant nothing, because Kuzu kept going for Anna as if he wanted me to see it. Yeah, I guess they're friends. They go out for drinks often too. He's got guts. He's only been here for a month, right? And he's closing in on her like that. This time, maybe Anna-chan's gonna be taken from you? Wait, is he actually doing his work? In that moment, Kuzu's eyes met mine through the window.
Heh!
An undoubtedly triumphant sneer. Yikes! Are you okay with that, Psycho? Oh, well, yeah. You're too shocked to speak, huh? Let's go out tonight. It's my treat. Really? Thank you. That night, my coworker was going to take me out for drinks. I had planned on being treated, but I ended up doing the treating. I'll talk about the reason for that later.
Hey, did you hear? Psycho-san and HR and Heya-san broke up. And his kohai Kuzu-kun was the one that got her. The snatcher got snatched.
2 weeks after that day, I was dumped by Anna. The rumors spread quickly throughout the department, and the women in the office who saw my face would whisper amongst themselves. To think we'd break up like this. It was a completely unexpected outcome, and to be dumped in that way. Of course, Yes! I finally got to break up with her! I was overcome with happiness and gratitude toward Kuzu. She would not let me break up with her, and I had no idea what to do. But to break up like this, Kuzu, thank you! Actually, I had been wanting to break up with Anna. It was supposed to be pretend, so I quickly asked her to break up, but Anna's refusal was intense, so I felt powerless. I had to pay for my drinks as a fee for making my coworker worry for no reason, but it was worth it. I was steeped in bliss when I was called upon by my manager. When I went to the desk, I was told something unexpected. Transfer? To sales? Yeah, you're good with people, and they're understaffed. What do you think? Honestly, I've always done HR and never done sales. I had my doubts, but I think it'll be a good opportunity to grow. I understand. I'll do it. Oh, okay. I'm sure you'll thrive in the new department. I'm counting on you. Thank you, sir. Also, chin up. Huh? I'm alright. A week later, I was moved to the sales department. I was filled with hope and on cloud 9 every day, so I had no idea that everyone was talking about me. Or that my manager offered the transfer because he was worried about me. Nice to meet you. I'll be working with you from today.
Nice to meet you too.
My first day in sales, I greeted everyone and sat at my desk. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting next to Ruriko Kawaii. I am sure there are many men who have wondered who this beautiful woman was. Her name is Ruriko Kawaii. We started at the same time, but she was capable, and she was already in leadership. On top of that, she was beautiful. She was our company's treasure, and no one could stand in her way. Oh man, next to Kawaii-san. The thing with Anna too. I'm on a roll these days. I won't ask for anything more. I'm happy just to be near her.
Son. Psycho-san. What's wrong? It seemed like you were calling my name.
What? Did I say something?
Oh, yes. Something about Kawaii-san?
Looks like my inner thoughts spilled out. How embarrassing. Oh no, nothing. Sorry.
Psycho-san?
Kawaii-san! What? The Kawaii-san is holding my hand! What's happening? My hands are sweaty. I'm so excited right now.
I'm sure it's tough right now. Let's work hard. I'm on your side.
Thank you! I didn't really understand, but I said thank you anyway. Of course, it was because she had heard the rumors, but I hadn't heard anything, and I was still floating. Amen. My days after that were rose-colored, even though it was my first time in sales and the struggle was real. Kawaii-san always helped me out and asked me out for meals. I'm back! I got my first contract! Whoa, congrats! After about 3 months since my transfer to sales, I got my first contract and I returned to the office in high spirits.
Congrats! Your first contract!
Thank you! It's all thanks to your help! When I returned to my desk, Kawaii-san initiated the conversation. Kawaii-san and I spent a lot more time together, and we were open with each other.
No, this is all you, Psycho-kun. We need to celebrate.
Kawaii-san! At first, I thought you weren't really the friendly type. So, when you were nice to me after I transferred, I was super happy. Thank you. I'm able to stay in sales without giving up because you're here. But there's something I've been wondering, so I'm gonna ask you. Why have you been so nice to me? Even though we're in the same cohort and I'm under her, I did realize how she treated me was vastly different from how she treated others.
Psycho-kun, the rumors were crazy, right? I could never believe that it was all true.
What rumors?
When I heard that you were transferring to sales, I thought you must be having a really hard time. So I just couldn't leave you alone.
Huh? I hate to ask, but the rumors.
You were the homewrecker, and then you became the cuckold.
Cuckold? I finally found out about the rumors here. Wait, I think there's a grand misunderstanding here. I need to get the truth out there. I opened my mouth, but Kawaii-san spoke first.
I don't think there'd be smoke where there's no fire, but you're not the type to do that, right?
That's right. I could never be a homewrecker. And Anna and I...
I knew it! The more we worked, the more I thought so. You're an honest person.
Thank you. The rumors are not all lies, but there's a misunderstanding.
I see. You don't have to force yourself to say it. You seemed out of it. It must have been tough to have all those things said about you.
It seems like I was receiving more pity than I had thought. I finally understood what she had said on my first day. I'm looking more and more pitiful. I need to say something.
No matter what anyone says, I'm on your side. I hope you keep that in mind.
Okay. I can't say anything. I finally realized that I had it all wrong. But by the time I realized, it was too late. I was at a point where I couldn't reverse what had to be done. It's late. Let me gather my documents and go home. The misunderstanding was still there. I got mad at my coworkers for not telling me sooner. You don't care about rumors though, is what they had said and shut me up. It was true.
Hey, Saiko-san!
I got a few contracts and I was starting to get a hang of the sales department. Work went overtime today, and I was getting back late, but I heard a familiar voice. Kuzu, Anna.
No! Long time no see. We never see each other since we're in different departments.
Oh man, you're really amazing. You never give up and you're honest to the bone. I could never do it.
I'm sure it was about the rumors. He really has a fantastic personality, but after he had graciously taken Anna from me, I don't care about him. Thanks, bye.
Oh, actually, the two of us are gonna start living together next week.
When I tried to leave, Kuzu said this aggressively, as if he wanted to stop me. I was a little intrigued by what he said. I see. By the way, have you ever been to Anna's house?
Wait, no!
Not yet. We always go to mine. My house is classy and big, so...
I see.
Okay, see you now. We're gonna go. Bye-bye. Let's go, Kai.
Okay. Don't panic just because you want to be alone with me. Senpai, you're pretty funny trying to one-up me. Okay, bye.
Anna pulled Kuzu away as they left. My condolences. I guess if the love is real, they should be okay. I said a prayer for them as I watched them leave.
Saiko-san!
3 months after I transferred to sales, Kuzu called out to me in the hallway. Kuzu, this is unusual. How is living together?
I was looking for you. How is it? Don't ask. Why were you going out with her?
Kuzu came up to me in desperation. What? What do you mean?
That woman turned the house into a garbage house. Even if I clean up, she messes it up 2 times faster. Plus, she's selfish, irresponsible with her money, and makes me pay for everything. If I don't pay, she gets angry and shouts. When I try to break up with her, she becomes hysteric, and I'm too scared to break up with her.
I see. That's tough. That's right. She looks great on the outside, but in reality, she was terrible. I had tried to break up with her too, but every time, she would cry and scream and try to jump off of buildings. Even if I wanted to distance myself, it was an office romance, so I seriously considered switching jobs. It was then that Kuzu had appeared and taken her away from me. You really saved me, Kuzu! Thank you!
I'd like to cancel my purchase.
Unfortunately, the cooling off period ended quite some time ago. Please take care of this yourself. I heard you have great people skills?
Grrr.
Also, unlike me, Kuzu had gone out with Anna because he liked her. So, I would like for him to deal with this on his own.
Saiko-kun, there you are. Oh, are you in the middle of something? Sorry, I wanted to check this with you.
I was about to shoo Kuzu away when I heard Kawaii-san from behind me. Kawaii-san acknowledged Kuzu and came up to me.
About this client.
Oh, that's fine. I followed up yesterday and they agreed.
Yay! Amazing! Sorry things were crazy yesterday. You saved me, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I cut in, I'm done.
You're even more beautiful up close, Kawaii-san. I'm Kai Kuzu from HR.
Kuzu suddenly started talking to Kawaii-san, who was trying to leave.
Actually, I'm interested in sales. If it's okay with you, could we go out for a meal and talk about that?
This guy. He's trying to get to Kawaii-san this time.
No. If it's about that, you should discuss with your direct supervisor first.
If I got to work with you, I think I would be able to work even harder than I do now.
Kuzu paid no attention to the fact that she was not interested, and kept talking. He was not backing down, so I decided to drop the hammer on him. Should you be talking like that? Your pretty girlfriend that you took from me is gonna cry.
What? Took from you? So this is the one that took your girlfriend.
What? Oh, what are you saying, Psycho-san? You're funny.
Really? The situation wasn't really funny for me though.
You!
Kuzu glared at me resentfully. It was the truth, so he couldn't say anything.
I see. And now you're trying to mess with me too?
No, that's not it. I was thinking about breaking up with her.
Shut up, you scumbaggy scumbag! I hate men like you who have no loyalty. If you talk to me again, I will not hesitate to double tornado punch you. So be ready.
Whoa! And she lands it! Kawaii-san double tornado punched Kuzu with her powerful voice.
Let's go, Psycho-kun.
Okay!
I can't.
After that, it was revealed that Kuzu had revealed Anna's true nature to several women in the office to get their attention. His terrible attitude toward women spread in the office, and he was moved to a branch in the countryside with only male employees.
Oh, it's Heya-san. She looks so put together in the office, but you really don't know. Right? You can be fooled by the outside. That Kuzu guy was a piece of work too, but... Scary! You really can't tell with people. Right? For real. Damn it, Kuzu, that idiot! Because of him, my reputation is ruined. Plus, he was demoted and ran away from the house. I have no money, I can't pay the rent. And he won't pick up that idiot!
Hey Anna, good work today. Going home?
No!
I was fiddling with my phone at the exit when I ran into Anna on her way out. Get home safe. What? Do you need something?
No. I've been wanting to apologize to you.
For what?
I was wrong to choose that guy over you. You always cared for me. I'm sorry.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's in the past and I don't mind, so don't worry. She's got some imagination. I tried to break up with you several times.
No.
What? There's more?
Can we start over?
What?
I know you haven't forgiven me.
No, there's no forgiving because I don't think anything of it. So it's all good.
But I want another chance. I want to start over with you.
Wait, Anna. Anna was forcing her way into my world and making decisions. I was about to say something.
Sorry now. I kept you waiting. I did leave my phone on my desk.
Ruriko!
Huh? Now? Ruriko? Oh, this is...
Yeah, the girl from my last apartment. Some of you may have realized from the way we address each other, but I'll say it clearly for Anna here. This is Ruriko Kawaii, my girlfriend, from sales.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Ruriko. Kawaii-san? Your girlfriend? No way!
I guess Anna was aware of Ruriko since she was the star of this company. I'm sure she never would have guessed that I was going out with someone like that. We just recently started dating. I hope you find someone nice too. Where are you gonna go?
Is it okay?
It's okay. So, what do you want to eat?
Did you hear about Heya-san? Yeah, I did. She went to Kuzu's workplace and caused a big scene. Right? Apparently, she really took it out on him and got fired. Yeah, I heard it was crazy. Apparently, Kuzu-san has a phobia of women now because of it. I want to know how crazy it was. They both treated each other terribly. Right?
They got what they deserved. Psycho-san, on the other hand.
I'm back! I got a contract! Whoa! Congrats! The rumors were flying in the office, but I paid no attention and kept working.
Wow, now you're on a roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up and surpass you. I gotta work hard.
What? I won't lose. I won't go easy even on my boyfriend. What?
I just thought about how I love your competitive side.
What? We're at work.
I like how cute you're when your face turns red too. Not everyone around you is living for your sake. I believe that people who forget to be grateful and honest can't be happy. I want to appreciate the people by my side and continue to be a friend to people. I want to continue to do that. Maybe I can talk about the misunderstanding now. My name's Takuma Shindo. I'm 26 years old, and I'm working hard every day as a team leader of Lovekoi Creative Agency, a major company in the advertising industry. My job is to plan products and advertise them using various media to maximize their appeal. Shindo-san, the ad for the new product is going viral again. This is thanks to your guidance. Well, it was worth all the hard work then. This is my 3rd year with the company. I was selected as a team leader at an unusually early stage, and I was beginning to gain confidence in my work. During my lunch break that day, I was having lunch with my colleague Kenta in the company cafeteria. Kenta is a designer at the same company and an old friend. By the way, how are things going lately? You know, the new girl who joined the company by nepotism. She's in your department, right? Oh, well, it's been so-so. What a bummer. Such a cute girl has joined. You guys should get along better. Huh. I wish she was just cute. Later, after work, I was at my desk organizing paperwork. Then suddenly, a voice comes from behind me.
Oh, you finally finished? You're as slow as ever, senpai.
I turn around, and there stands a very beautiful woman with an elegant smile. This girl is my kohai, Reika Miyamori. She's the new employee we were talking about earlier. Oh, Miyamori-san, you're not leaving yet?
Of course not, because I'm excellent.
Oh, I see. That's very encouraging.
Senpai, do you enjoy working so hard every day like a poor person?
What?
Why don't you do something more meaningful? For example, going on a date with me.
No, what are you talking about? That kind of thing is something you do with someone you like, right?
I've gone to the trouble of asking you out, but you refuse?
To be honest, I wasn't fond of this girl. I don't know why, but she teases me all the time. No, that's not what I meant, but...
Then what's the reason? What's in it for you to refuse my invitation?
What's in it for me?
I have connections with the senior management of this company. I don't know what will happen to you if you displease me.
What are you trying to say?
You are so thick. I'm asking you to go out with me.
Huh? What are you saying out of the blue?
I mean it as it is. I'm saying that I have no choice but to go out with you who is not suitable for me.
Why are you so condescending?
If you get engaged to me, you'll get a promotion, handsome.
I'll get promoted by working properly. I don't know if she has connections or what, but I wish she had a little more common sense.
I see. I understand. Then I have an idea.
I've already given you my answer.
I mean, I'll do whatever I have to do to make you mine.
What do you mean?
You'll understand that later. Now if you'll excuse me...
The next day, when I arrived at work as usual, for some reason my boss was dancing a strange dance in front of my desk. Good morning. Oh, you're here, Shindo. Hustle. Boss, what's going on? You're looking awfully energetic this morning. Your project the other day was a huge success. Well, you're indeed our company's ace. Thank you very much. So, I have a proposal for you. How about participating in our upcoming project competition? Competition? Yeah, a bigger one than ever. If it goes well, you could be in line for promotion. Really? I'll love to participate. Okay, it's decided. I'll let you know the details as soon as I get them. After that, I started working even harder than usual.
Senpai, I heard you're going to participate in the upcoming competition, right?
Yes, I am. She's still being persistent, and it's become a rumor around me. But I can't afford to worry about that right now.
Please let me know if there's anything I can help you with, okay? I can use my connections to help you.
I continue to work, just pretending to listen to her.
I actually know that famous influencer, admaster.com. If you want, I can introduce them to you.
Sorry, but I'm not gonna spend my time on that nonsense. As I recall, they're an influencer who's been getting a lot of attention in the industry lately. But honestly, I'm not interested. She glared at me with a slightly annoyed face when I said that.
I see. I understand. Well then, I guess I'll be going now. I'm leaving early today.
Phew, she finally went. And I headed back to the computer. Work went relatively well that day, and I was able to leave on time. But that night, an incident happened. Just before the office closed, the office is almost empty and quiet.
I'm sorry, Senpai, but now you'll have to depend on me.
She tweaked my computer for a while, and then left the office as if nothing had happened. The day of the competition, the big presentation day, finally arrived.
Good morning. Are you one of today's participants? Please fill in your name and affiliation here.
Yes, sure. And may I have the list of participants for the competition?
Yes, of course. Here it is.
The list that was handed to me contained dozens of names. There's quite a bit of competition. Well, it doesn't seem to be a problem for me though. The competition begins, and each team takes turns to make a presentation. Every team was desperate to sell their products or services. Now then, Love Kohai Creative Agency! Mr. Shindo in charge of advertising strategy. Please come to the stage! Yes, sir. The MC introduced me, and I went up on the stage. As I greeted the audience, there were loud cheers from the audience. And I was gonna use the slides I had prepared in advance to explain the market demand and trend. But what is this? Something is not right. The material I had prepared had somehow been replaced by something else. Is there any trouble? No, it's nothing. I'll continue. I tried to make things up, but of course, it didn't work. The atmosphere in the hall was growing dull, and by the end, sighs could be heard from everywhere. Huh, what is that? Without the slides, I have no idea what he's talking about. That was a waste of time. That's all. Thank you very much. In the end, the competition was a failure, and my team came in last. Later, I was summoned by my boss to the conference room. He was furious. What the heck is this all about? I'm sorry. I don't care about your apology. I want you to explain the situation to me. Well, that's... I don't want to hear your excuses. I was a fool to expect anything from you. Get out of here. Then, after I left the conference room, Reika Miyamori called out to me.
Good work, Senpai.
What do you want?
Well, it was painful watching you today. To top it all off, Boss got angry at you for failing.
What are you trying to say?
Does this make you want to rely on me a little? It's your fault for treating me so disrespectfully, you know?
At that moment, I understood everything. Oh, you!
Hey, maybe you noticed? You are keen.
You were the one who interfered with my promotion, huh?
You're lucky you didn't get fired, right?
Stop messing with me! You think you'll get away with this?
What a scary face. Well then, I'll leave you to it.
Hey, wait! I'm not done with you yet! But she was out of sight in an instant. She's tremendously quick at running away. Oh, hey. Are you okay? I've been hearing rumors. but she seems pretty tough. Yeah. By the way, how long have you been here? Anyway, I'm fine. Don't worry. I replied to Kenta and let out a quiet sigh. But how did she manage to operate my computer? It's strange when you think about it. The password is complicated, but she easily accessed it. Further investigation revealed that the access was made twice in total, once in the middle of the night and once right after I left the office. I'm pretty sure she wasn't around when I left the office, which means there's another accomplice? If that's the case, I can't just let it go. I'm determined to find out who did this. I can't rule out anything yet, but I can't just let it go. That night, I was drinking alone at my favorite bar, looking at my phone. The project that won in a competition the other day was immediately used as a TV advertisement, and the model was smiling happily on the screen. Damn, my project should have been chosen. One of the main features of this year's ad was a collaboration with influencers and idols. Admaster.com, which Reika Miyamori mentioned, also had a part in the design.
Oh? Are you perhaps Mr. Shindo of Love Koi Creative?
Huh? Yes, that's right. Oh, you were at the competition. I answered in surprise at the familiar face. She was a receptionist at the competition.
You remembered me. I'm so glad. What a coincidence to meet you at a place like this.
It sure is. Did you come from your office?
No, I was off today. So I came here for a change and happened to see you, so...
Oh, I see. Oh, if you don't mind, would you like to have a drink with me? I'd like you to listen to me complain a bit. Her name is Misuzu, and it turns out she's the same age as me. Perhaps because of the alcohol, I told Misuzu everything that had happened to me up to that point. She was surprised at first, but gradually started to listen to me seriously. I'm sorry for saying such things out of the blue.
No, don't worry about it. But this Reika-san seems to be a very troublesome person.
She pondered for a while, and seemed to remember something.
I think I saw that person at the venue. That petite and beautiful woman, right?
Yes, I hate to admit it, but she's quite striking in appearance, so I think it's easy to spot her.
I see. I believe she was with someone when I saw her, though.
Huh? Who could it be?
I didn't see him clearly either, but he could have been that famous influencer.
Could it be Admaster.com?
Oh yeah, that was the name. They don't usually show their face, so most people don't know how they look.
I've heard that name before. I heard that they are famous on social media.
That's right. I only overheard their conversation, but it sounded suspicious. It sounded as if they knew the outcome from the beginning.
I see. By the way, can you remember what kind of person they were?
Well, I think he's just an ordinary man.
I don't have any definite proof yet, but that influencer is pretty suspicious too. But since I don't know the motive, it seems we need to investigate further. The next day, I secretly started my investigation. A few days later, a company-wide planning meeting was held at the headquarters. I was to give a presentation on a new business project that I was in charge of. However, due to my previous failure, the eyes of those around me were still cold. Hey, Shindo, don't make a mistake today. Yes, I know. I took a deep breath and stood up, documents in hand. Now, before I begin my presentation, I have a very unfortunate announcement to make here to you all. The air in the conference room changes drastically at my words. The eyes around me gradually began to pay more and more attention. In fact, it has come to light that the recent competition was manipulated. The ringleader of the fraud was an influencer named Admaster.com, and the person who became an accomplice with him was Reika Miyamori, a newcomer to our department. The conference room was abuzz, and surprised voices could be heard from all around. Still, I continued to say it with dignity.
Senpai? What in the world are you saying in a place like this?
I ignore her and continue explaining. And the ringleader, Admaster.com, was actually an employee of her company. While everyone in the conference room looked surprised, only Reika Miyamori looked pale.
Oh, There are many complicated reasons for this.
No excuses. And the important thing is the identity of Admaster.com. He's Kenta Kurauchi, a designer at our company and my former classmate. He is Admaster.com and the main culprit of this fraud. When I say that much, Kenta's complexion suddenly changes and he looks around with a panicked expression. Takuma, what are you talking about? This is ridiculous. Are you trying to blame me for your own failure? I have proof. Activity history as Admaster.com, competition rigging, IP addresses that access my computer, and the records of your contacts with competitors. I've got it all. When I said that much, Kenta got struck for words for a moment. The other colleagues were staring at him with puzzled expressions. I, his supposedly best friend, was actually the only one who wanted everything to be a misunderstanding. But I didn't do it! This is a fabrication you made up! Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Then, I have no choice. I said that and called Misuzu-san, who had been waiting in front of the conference room. Misuzu-san seemed quite nervous, but I asked her a question we had practiced beforehand.
I wasn't sure if I was the appropriate person for this, but...
It's okay. I would like to ask you, you are sure it was those two who were having secret talks that day?
Yes, I am sure. They were talking about how the slides were rewritten. They also seemed to know which team was going to win.
Wait a minute! I can't trust such an unproven third-party testimony! That's not all. Look, the free Wi-Fi used at the venue has a usage history. The moment he heard that, I saw a hint of dismay in Kenta's eyes. I didn't miss it and pursued him. If you're gonna deny it any further, I'll call the police, and with the court's permission, I can check all the records. What do you think will be revealed then? Not only your conversation with Reika Miyamori, but also all your interactions with your competitors will be exposed. Naturally, the records will be shared with us too. You've lost, Kenta.
You're right, that's true. If the police request it, the venue management will have no choice but to comply.
Of course, there was no certainty that we could get the police to help us. I said that to make them upset.
Oh, wait a minute, please! Not the police! Please, no!
It was a risky gamble, but apparently, it worked even more than I thought it would for her.
I didn't think it would be this big of a deal.
Damn, she's useless.
But if I hadn't interfered at that point, I'm sure you would have been in a lot more trouble.
What? What do you mean? What she began to tell us was surprising.
Crouch-san was planning to take advantage of Shindo-senpai's promotion to pass on more important confidential information to the competitor. He was planning to use his position as your close friend to obtain the information.
That's absurd! Then why did you interfere with me at that time?
Well, that's because I thought I could protect you from Crouch-san's plan if your promotion gets ruined.
Her story is hard to believe, but for some reason, it didn't seem like she was lying to me. Kurauchi, I'll have a word with you. I will contact you later regarding the company's decision. Damn! Damn! After that, Kenta was kicked out of the conference room and taken straight to the president's office. Apparently, he's been receiving financial rewards for leaking our confidential information for a long time. This time too, he was pursuing his own profit by making our competitor win the competition. The meeting was disturbed by this unexpected act of treachery, and it was temporarily dissolved. Afterwards, she was spared being fired, but she was given a stern warning and suspended from work for her complicity in the fraud. But then, how long had you known about Kenta's plan?
I have good instincts, so I noticed that Crouch-san was Admaster.com right after I joined the company. When I told him about it, he threatened me never to tell anyone, so I kept quiet about it.
So that's how it was. So you gradually came to know about that guy's plans.
Yes, I offered to connect you to Admaster.com because I wanted you to realize the truth.
I didn't realize that. But there were plenty of other ways to tip him off, weren't there?
But at that point, there wasn't enough proof, so there was a good chance that he would get away with it.
I see. But why did you have to harass me so much every day?
It was because, well, I wanted to be with you as much as possible.
What? What do you mean?
Ugh! How can you not understand? I really like you, senpai.
You're too loud! And if that's the case, why didn't you talk to me normally?
Normal isn't good enough. I'm so cute to begin with. How are you not happy?
I see. So her craziness wasn't acting, huh?
Oh, senpai. You are thinking something rude right now. I can tell.
She's an extremely complicated woman, but I decided to watch her grow as a person. By the way, Kenta had been exposed for all his wrongdoings, and he was now headed towards destruction. Damn it! It wasn't supposed to turn out like this! He lost his credibility as an influencer too, and all the social media platforms suspended his account. Maybe, at first, he just genuinely wanted to succeed financially. But he should have known that honesty and hard work are the only keys to success, and dishonesty and trickery will not last long.